here with another random topic. Yes, I want to just give you a proper welcome to this channel and welcome to this episode. I'm really thankful that you're here and hope that you're well and safe and all that good stuff. I myself am doing well because I just had some like banana blueberry pancakes, so I'm feeling pretty good. Anyway, hey, so I actually have a topic that I want to share. I realized that I really haven't done a lot of videos talking about like relationships, which is actually a big thing that I wanted to talk about on this channel. Because for me, like a big part of like self-respect is, you know, like continuing forging healthy relationships and knowing how to navigate within them. And this could be romantic or not romantic relationships. Like it really applies to any relationship. And just as a side note, like for me in general, like with relationships with like family and my friends, like it's kind of easy to, or it's been easier or more obvious, I guess, natural, something like that, to understand the different roles, because I grew up with my family and with a really close friend, like I've like grown up with. It's easy to understand the rules because that's what I grew up with. It's natural to naturally know how to adjust to somebody. Like I know how to adjust to my sister and how she processes different things that, you know, whatever, a misunderstanding, anything like that. But then when you take it to a relationship, that's a different thing. And the thing is, like, I knew when I first, sorry, I freaked out. There was a deer outside. Just walked by it, it freaked me out. Anyway, when it came to like my husband and just us like forming our relationship, like I knew for myself that I'm not so good with the real up close and personal romantic relationships, mostly because I've been a skeptic for a lot of my life. Like, not that I'm not a romantic person, just like the reality of it is different than a story, you know, or can be different from stories in many ways. So it just took me a while, honestly, to really understand that I was even in a relationship in the first place and really process that part. And I'm not going to tell you how long it took me to understand that and really get that. But then within just being like, whoa, okay, I'm actually in this thing. With that, like, came starting to understand like the details of it. Because like when my brain really understood it and was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. This is where I'm at. I'm in this relationship for real. And that means really understanding and accepting that individual person's rules, as long as it doesn't conflict with my own moral compass or some things that matter, just basically things that matter a lot to me. So if I'm still being respected, like I'm happy to entertain different people, a different person's rules. So for example, with my husband, so when we have like miscommunication, for example, it was strange to me at first that he needed time to process what was going on, like to think through what our discussion is and that sort of thing. Versus me, I like to just like, okay, something, there's a miscommunication. Let's dive right in. Let's talk about it. Let's get through. But he actually just needed time. And at first I thought it was a slight against me. I'm like, oh, you don't want to talk to me? Like, what's going on? Like, I'm so hurt and all this. But over time, it's literally, he just needed time. It's hard sometimes, even for me, quite honestly, even though I want to dive right into it, to even formulate my thoughts about what was the miscommunication. Like, what even happened? Like, where did things go wrong? Like, I need to think about that. What was going on in my head when the miscommunication happened? Like, and I think actually, by kind of understanding that and adjusting his rules actually kind of helped me in how I process things, because sometimes I just want to start talking until I figure out what it is I'm trying to get to, specifically in a romantic relationship, because I just this need, like, we're living together, we're together, like we need to get clarity. But yeah, I feel like it helped. The great thing is, like, I know, like, if it does happen, he's still very comfortable, like, we can still be in the same room together, and even if it's like, you know, he needs space, he needs like quiet, to think through, or not even necessarily quiet, but just to not discuss that specific thing until he's had time to really think it over. And as I started to learn that, and learn that that wasn't a hit against me, but rather it can actually help the process, or I keep saying process, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to myself. I'm sorry to you. But it helped. And I found that as I gave him that time, to deal with it, he actually opened up a lot more after having been able to take his time with it. And something that we do on a regular basis, we do walk and talks. We just walk and we talk about whatever's going on. Just like fun. Usually it's fun and happy and well and good. But the cool thing is that that's something that we still continue, even if there was a miscommunication. We are like usually in the morning, like we're up and walking and talking, and it gives that time. And it's not like we're going to bed like super angry. It's more like, listen, like I get it. Like it's more like I have faith in how he likes to work to resolve things. I have faith in that because it's been demonstrated over time. He's demonstrated that again and again, that once if he just gives that bit of space, he can then talk it through and be very clear. And I think that has just been so helpful, and for me to really take in and I guess like mentally, like, okay, boom, my brain has now clocked that. I understand, like it's there. And yeah, this has really helped. And yeah, I just wanted to share that because I feel like, yeah, when we deal with different people, like as long as they are being respectful, I feel like that's okay. It's okay to take their time. And I know even like for him, it also, if sometimes like he's being super quiet, I'm wondering, because like, yeah, when we're with other people, he is a bit of an introvert, but I know when it's me and him, like we're talking constantly. We're like, or a lot of the time, we're like, ah. And so when he's quiet, it's like, And at first I took this as a hit against me. Like, well, why don't you want to talk to me right now? Like, but hey, let's remember, he's a person and has those moments. Like I know, and it's like, how did I forget that I have those moments as well where I literally just can't talk. I can't say a word right now. The thing is, he accepts that so quickly, and he accepted that so quickly because I guess he saw and understood it faster than I did, but he's also more mature than I am, so that kind of helps too. But for me, it took a while. Like for me, it was just like, why do you want to say anything? But the thing is, sometimes he's just like, I'm tired. I'm like, oh wait, yeah, you did. Yeah, you've been working hard and stuff. Yeah, you're tired. Let me just let you be. And sometimes, and even then, like he still wants to hang out and he still wants to do it, but like just not necessarily talking. And really, that's okay. And actually, I really think it's good because I think I sometimes forget to, like, it helps me also like make sure to take time for myself as well. Just in terms of like, I don't always need to have, sometimes I can take a minute to pause and think about what I want to say before we have a conversation. Sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's really good to do, because otherwise I don't know what I'm going to say. I'm a little crazy. It just hasn't come off. Maybe it has already come off really clearly in the videos. I'm not sure. Let me know. Anyway, but it's been very helpful, and I kid you not, like since really understanding this, like my mind has been good. Like in terms of dealing with any conflict, and again, just having that faith that no matter what it is, like we have the skills and understanding needed to work through it. Simple as that. And I think it's like you either trust that person or don't. And how do I determine whether to trust them? Time, observation, like not necessarily what they say, their actions. And the actions, and that has to be demonstrated, because again, for me, that's a very important part of self-respect. So anyway, I would love to get your thoughts. If you feel like sharing anything about how you dealt with just in different relationships, like understanding the roles and learning how to navigate that. I'm curious if you feel like sharing. Please feel free to leave your comments down below. Yeah, but I just want to thank you. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here, and I'll be back next week with another random topic. So please, in the meantime, stay safe, be well, and I'll talk with you later. Bye for now.